All right. This thing should be working. Yeah, it is working. Hi. Okay. So now I just need to send this fucking link to everyone. Time to be annoying as fuck. All right. Look, man, this is my big chance. This is my big chance. This is okay. Hello. I'm currently sending this silly little stream to everyone. What I see. Hi. I'm sending this stupid live stream to everyone right now. I'm about to be annoying as fuck. How did you get here this fast? I didn't even send anyone it yet. Well, basically, Wolfie kind of fucked up the last cake, and I was supposed to make a cake for my parents, so I thought I would do a redo of the last cake stream, because that one was done by Wolfie, and she kind of poisoned us just a little bit. Just a little bit. It was because she put fucking cotton candy sprinkles from like this really expensive baking shop in the cake batter, and it didn't cook properly, and she ate it anyway. It's got 50 XP on the Lola channel. So yeah, the second time wasn't as bad. It wasn't a good cake. It was a pretty bad cake, but at least it didn't poison me like the first one, you know. So now I'm trying to be annoying as hell and send out this link, but yeah, Carla wasn't the best at baking. So now I'm gonna try to fix that. Anyways, well, I'm annoying people. How was your day? Okay, how many self-promo channels can I send this to? We gotta do the IRL when I come visit with Chio. Oh, true. Wait, hold on. We're gonna make a cake baking video 4, and it's gonna be epic because it's gonna have icy purple and hungry pistachio on. That's gonna be perfect. Yeah, that's gonna be perfect. That is my new plan. That is my new plan. So now, okay. Now I just need to. Yeah, I'm just gonna send an Ash Gray server. Why not? Fucking annoy Ash Gray. All different angles. I mean, hey, then it'll be a much more professional production, I guess. Okay, I've never even talked in After Dark server, but you know what? Why not? Yeah, I think that's enough. Okay. Now that's over with. Time to not poison myself. Oh, it's over. Alright, there we go. Now, I had this same mix last time, but I don't think I used it properly, because I think I might have added extra ingredients again, but for some reason I cooked it slightly better. The only difference is, ooh, new kitchen. The only difference from last time, because this is the same fucking cake mix, is that it's a different kitchen, like 3 hours away from my old one. So that's really the only fucking difference. Okay. Maybe I should do the actual thing of business. Don't start a fire. I nearly did the first time. So yeah, I'm not gonna do that this time, but I did nearly the first time. So I'm gonna try not to do that. Alright. Actually, set this up in advance this time. Instruction, preheat, oven at 300. How the fuck do you? Okay. Good times. Bake. Oh, alright. There we go. Go on. Okay, so far on the 70s, it's gonna heat up to 350. That's good. So now I will not start a fire because I did set it properly. Also, this is actually like an electric oven. It's not a gas one like the last house. The last house was way worse of a fire hazard. In fact, Invitation Homes literally told us it was a fire hazard, but they couldn't do anything about it because Invitation Homes. So now just okay. Might be a little bit spread out, but it's fine. We have it in the bowl, so like not that much of an issue. So yeah. Now, okay, preheat. Spray the bottom side of the pan with baking spray. I don't have baking spray. It's actually been great. I did a feature with Gilded for a song, and it went really well. So yeah, I should get his side of it tomorrow. I think. I should get his side of it tomorrow. I think, but still, that thing took a long time to work on, but I worked on it properly. So I'm gonna have to use this because I don't have baking spray. Okay, so you're supposed to put the stuff on the pan so it doesn't stick to the cake. So you got a feature with Gilded. Oh wait, no. Look, Gilded straight up asked me for one out of nowhere, and I said yes. I did want to do one with you first, but he straight up randomly asked me to do it. I would have done one with you first. He just randomly hit me up and was like, "Hey, you want to do this?" And I was like, "Oh, sure, why not?" I mean, now that I know how to do it, I can do one with you because that did teach me how to use Audacity and FL at the same time. So that was kind of a good thing. So now when I do it with you, there'll be less complications. You've been fine. Once again, you told me never to apologize to you, so you never apologize to me. That's only fair. And yeah, we good. This was a new place, needs to be quieter. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. To be honest, I ended up having the opposite thing. The last place was a lot more neighbors who would probably complain a lot more. But since these houses are slightly more spaced out, I can be a little bit louder. Back at the old place, because as you know, it was basically just a glorified townhouse. My parents could hear everything. So because of that, I had the stream at 20% volume. Yeah, I had the same problem at my old house too, because like my parents could hear everything. And even at times when I like randomly scream during events, my dad would just straight up come in and ask if I was doing all right. That happened a lot. It happens a lot less now, but that happened a lot more considering that because once again, we're by townhouse, they can hear everything. Meaning that me randomly raging at events was a lot more of a problem. Okay, now this thing is just nothing now, so I just gotta this is fine. I just need to not stick to the pan, and I didn't melt the butter beforehand like an actual chef is supposed to, because, I didn't do any of this in advance because I forgot that I was supposed to do this today because, I am so organized. And there we go, now we can. I just realized I have the butter in the pan. Okay, this one I'm going to actually do a lot faster because that was annoying as fuck. The amount of yapping I'm gonna have to do just in the middle of figuring out how to cut. Once again, the last time this happened was Wolfie doing it, and she was fucking terrible. So now I gotta figure it out and how to be less bad. But not fucking with this knife. To be honest, I think I might be damaging it a little bit with this knife, but it's a pretty old pan. No one's gonna bother. My parents are in the other room. I hope they're not concerned about the well-being of this pan. Okay. Like the first cake straight up crumbled up because I didn't bake it properly, and then I felt ill for like hours after eating it. So we're not gonna do that again. And by not do that again, I mean don't put fucking cotton candy sugar in the batter like an idiot. I literally straight up had like one of my only baking friends who was on one of Hive's events, like hug, straight up scold me about how fucking terrible I did with the last one. So you know what? I'm gonna pick this one, and now I think this pan is good. Yeah. Don't have any baking spray, so I'm just gonna deal with it. Okay. Now, cake mix, water. Okay, that's a long list of ingredients. I thought this was a pre-made cake mix. How am I supposed to do it? Here we go to Master of Challenge of me, Uchiyo and Anno. You know what? That would actually be really fun. When I was younger, I made all these crazy fucking concoctions with just like random ingredients around the house, and I still do sometimes. And some of the foods that I made could be a little bit unhealthy. Then again, I'm not religious, so it should be totally fine. Cake mix, water, eggs, oil. Okay, all we need is the eggs. Okay, 3 eggs. And carefully place it there. I needed to make sure, my parents literally needed to make sure that they weren't using the eggs before, not the fucking eggs, the oil before this, because they would have used it on the last meal and I wouldn't have any oil, so they separated it. Now, to not shatter these fucking eggs. This happened last time because I can be pretty fucking heavy-handed, so let's just clean these without shattering them or getting salmonella poisoning. Imagine if I did this whole fucking recipe right and then I got salmonella poisoning because I didn't clean the eggs right. Alright, over here. I have a lot more than that. Okay. One of the eggs is a little bit cracked. Yeah, it's fine. You know, we only needed 3 eggs anyways. There's no more eggs in the house now, but you know what? It's fine. I did say that. Okay, we might only have 3 eggs left in the whole house, but it's totally okay. We're definitely not gonna have to go to Publix to buy more eggs tomorrow because of me. Alright, I'm gonna try and lock in here. We're definitely not gonna have to buy 3 more eggs. We're definitely gonna not have to buy more eggs tomorrow on fucking Labor Day. Alright, rinse off the salmonella poisoning, and there we go. Also, in case you're wondering, all of these were bought at fucking Publix because they're my second fucking home at this point. There's always a Publix. We're either at home, in Publix, or at the gym like 15 minutes away from this place. That's always where I'm at. Except for the one time I went to that terrible musical theater class and never went back, but other than that, that's it. Well, I did do an improv class once, so, you know what? I guess it's a tiny bit better. Okay, mix it all together at medium speed for 2 minutes. Now, do I use the electronic mixer and cause war crimes like I did last time? Or suffer having to mix it manually? I think I'll suffer first, and if that doesn't work, I'll mix it like a maniac like I did last time. Why not? Okay, I'll deal with these fuckers first so I don't mess them up again. Carefully, and there we go. Right. Eggs go in the sink. Go in the sink, not the trash can, Velvet. Okay. The cake batter instantly got red as soon as I put the egg in. Is that a bad sign that there's like 20 billion gallons of food coloring in this? No, we're fine. The cake batter looks a little bit like blood, but hey. The kitchen will not be all red at the end of this. And if it is, I'm probably gonna have to spend like an hour cleaning this up. Alright, now I'm done working with the eggs, so I don't have to wash my hands anymore. So that way I'm not a hypochondriac like fucking Wolfie was last time. I don't know. Okay! The oven is heated. So now, when I put it in, the oven is going to be heated, and we're not going to set the house on fire. Okay, put in the oil. Alright. What was the other ingredient? 1 cup of water. 2/3, 3/4, 1 cup. Alright. Carefully move this over to the water machine. Carefully. Put it on top of the water machine so I can pour it, and there we go. I did not drop the whole mix. Now, I feel like you're gonna mess something up. I just don't know why. Look, man. I think I'm probably better at baking than Wolfie was. You know, I think I'm probably better. I'm not sure that I'm better yet, but I'm probably better. I'm most likely better. All right, now. Look, Wolfie put fucking cotton candy sugar in the cake mix and poisoned me. Do you think I think that I'm at least better than that? Now, reach a dilemma here. I did want to do something stupid and put an extra sugar. But I don't want to. Actually, the cotton candy sugar has strange ingredients in it, so never mind anyway. Okay. This is entirely justifiable. Yep. Okay. Something. Oh, yeah, just put it over there. Okay, now we're gonna mix this. Actually, yeah, why not? Okay, this is totally normal. Definitely more ingredients. Okay. So there's 2 things in here for some reason. Put that out and whisk this monstrosity with batter. Okay, now usually I'm pretty bad at this. And by bad at this, I mean I just got a bunch of red stuff on the floor and it looks like a murder committed here, but you know what? It's fine. I just gotta do this a little bit more aggressively. So the instructions say until there's no lumps, which I think it's gonna be annoying, so I might just have to use the electric mixer. So, what do you talk about on a live stream when you're trying to mix a cake that you may or may not be adding extra ingredients into? Oh, I know. Okay, so there's the new hit indie game Gunpla. I think that would be fitting to go over here considering. Oh, okay. So, what Sonic thing should I talk about this time? I'm not going to talk about the fucking Archie comics again because you'll probably kill me. So, oh, I know. The Sonic 06 development team was actually not at fault for Sonic 06 failure. You see, the Sonic 06 development team was actually screwed over by the creator of Sonic the Hedgehog himself leaving the studio to create his own studio. He left the studio to create his own studio that made Balan Wonderworld, which severely failed, and then he got put in jail for insider fucking trading. So now the creator of Sonic the Hedgehog in jail, the company doesn't know what the fuck to do. So then the team gets split in two, one working on the Wii port and one working on the main port. They're all struggling. They're all struggling to keep it together. And then they have to rewrite the script multiple times in multiple languages. The main language in Japanese, the script makes more sense. But in the English language and other languages, it makes no sense, such as how the Scepter of Darkness and the Book of Darkness are both the same object. It's actually a scepter, but they get it mixed up with the book multiple times in the script because of severe mistranslations. Particularly mistranslations that are very similar to the ones in Sonic Adventure 2, but on a worse scale this time because the writers rushed as much as everyone else because they wanted to put it on next-gen consoles. Which they aren't next-gen consoles now, but they were back then. So this was very important for them to get it. And, okay. Is this exactly... Okay, at medium speed. Oh. Medium speed for 2 minutes. So, we got a little bit more time left. Okay. So, what else happened in Sonic 06? Oh, okay, so Blaze the Cat her entire storyline was changed. She was originally the princess of an alternate dimension of the Soul Emeralds, but it turned out that they changed it to that she was from the future with Silver. But then the entire game gets retconned at the end because the flames of disaster get blown away in the past, meaning that it's not canon that Blaze is with Silver. Meaning that way they double cannoned it and made it so that Blaze was now from a different dimension again, but still friends with Silver, which makes no sense considering that Silver shouldn't know anyone considering the flame was blown out. So I don't know what the fuck they were thinking, because Silver shouldn't know anyone. Okay. Does this look blended to you? I think it is. Looks kinda... Also, there was another Sonic the Hedgehog character known as Scourge. He was only in one of the Sonic comic series and was one of Ken Penders' emo characters that he made and tried to get the rights to. So I have a long list. Mainly music from Sonic Chronicles, which isn't entirely their fault considering they were being rushed and dealing with a lawsuit, considering that, they got into a major lawsuit with Ken Penders because they sold his property. So because of that, the music in the game wasn't really the best, considering they were mainly focusing on the lawsuit. And then, I know another one. Sonic 4. This game was made to sort of appease the classic fans who were mad about the modern games. So in Sonic 4, they got this guy who really only knew about rock music to make nostalgic music. He had never made it before, and all the music in Sonic 4 is terrible. The music in Part 2 isn't that bad. Part 1 is fucking atrocious. In fact, when you sent me the terrible Sonic music, you didn't even mention Sonic 4, which I think is a sin, considering that game clearly has the worst music. And then when you're talking about another game, Sonic Forces, all the music for classic Sonic is even worse than the music in Sonic 4. So actually, you should have sent me that, because the music there is even worse than the music in Sonic 4. Like genuinely, especially the theme with Sonic and Green, the theme of classic Sonic and Green Hill. Oh yeah. No, you're fine. I'm just listing off some of the even worse ones than what you sent me. Classic Sonic and Green Hill and Sonic Forces is clearly the winner for the worst though. It is atrocious, and I feel so bad that my boy Infinite got released in this game because the music in Sonic Forces is so bad. The only good track is Infinite's main theme, and that's it. The Sonic Erasure gave me an infection, so I think that's where it is. Oh, I forgot about Sonic Eraser. Okay, if I were to put it on a tier list, right? Sonic Eraser is the worst. Then you go to all of classic Sonic's tracks and forces. Then you go to Sonic 4, and then you go to Sonic Chronicles. And that's basically my tier list. So just like Sonic Eraser, and then right under it is all the classic Sonic tracks and Sonic Forces, and then bam, You got the perfect list of terrible Sonic songs. It's really funny that Sonic is known for having great music, and yet the songs from Forces and Sonic Eraser somehow exist. I know Sonic Eraser is mainly a demo game and never really released, but it's still fucking atrocious. Okay, I don't really see any more lumps. And I also already added some extra sugar. So now I'm just going to add. Actually, should I? Okay, fine. Just gonna add a tiny bit more of this. Tiny bit more of this. And then we're good. I am such a responsible chef. And I think I might have just gone turbinado sugar all over the floor, but I'll deal with that later. It is mainly rock music, especially the Sonic Adventure games, which the Sonic Adventure games are actually my favorite, so you know. Okay, let's make sure this monstrosity of a concoction is working, and I can't really taste the batter considering, you know, raw egg, raw flour. I don't want to poison myself already. I'm gonna leave that until I actually make the cake. Now, okay, so now I do have red velvet all over my hands, so let me just rinse that off. And I'm getting tired of mixing this, so let me just. Okay, we're good. And my hands are now covered in red stuff and sugar and raw egg. But you know what? That's normal. So now, careful. What's it say? It's for 2 minutes. Put in a pan to bake immediately. I wasn't a Sonic hit. True. Yeah, that basically describes the entirety of the Sonic Adventure soundtrack. Okay, carefully place this into the pan. I think that's good. And now, carefully place this into the other pan where that butter is not melted. Get a little bit more aggressive with it. Okay, and that's about it. Carefully. Okay, now this is the last of the mix goes in this pan if we just okay, please. How do we get the rest of this in there? Biscuit outs, yeah. I wonder how long I fucking baked this for, I can't remember. I just realized my parents are gonna try this and question why it's so sugary. What have I done? At least there's no cotton candy sugar, am I right? Which is right. You know, my favorite Sonic character is literally a villain. So I can actually say I hate Sonic, considering that my favorite character is fucking Infinite. the blue bastard literally killed my poor boy. I'm allowed to cuss him out. Also, Sonic is responsible for Sonic Colors Ultimate, which literally gave people fucking seizures. That's right, literal seizures. You guys are gonna hop off and probably go to bed. Oh yeah, I just gotta put these pans in the oven and I should be done. Alright, see? Alright, but send me what the finished product is. Oh, I definitely will, especially since this butter isn't melting properly, which is making me scared. Okay, that's good. Bye! pancakes. We place this in the oven. Horrific fucking things. We're gonna go in the oven. There we go. Now, there's no center, so I gotta do it there. Alright. Bake immediately. Center of oven. Cake is done. Pan on wire rack. It's not telling me how long. Oh, 9-inch to 9-inch. Safest is 30 minutes. So now let's put this on 30 minutes. All right, 30-minute timer. Now time to annoy people. Woo! How many self-promo channels can I put this into that I haven't already put this into? Share this thing to these self-promo channels. Green Hill Defenders. Yeah, that's good. Or we'll put it in there, why not? Okay, after sharing the self-promo link a little bit more, yeah, it's not letting me send that. It's a matter of which people come, as long as people show up. Link and paste it. Make sure this thing posts and see what people show up. Actually, let's turn on, where do you turn the light? I don't know how you turn on the light. Oh, there's the light. It's the light there, but not the light in there. That'll be a surprise. Actually, can you go live through here as well? No, you can't. Okay. Oh, hi. I'm currently trying to send the stream to as many people as possible. I've already made the cake. Oh. Okay, so yeah, let me do a note. That'll get people to come. All right, hi. We're currently. I just finished actually making the cake. So now I'm waiting the 20. Yeah, the 20 minutes. The 20 minutes for the cake to finish. So far, I've used this. So far, I've been able to use this on the rack in the center of the oven. Yeah. Okay. Will anyone see the note for the cake stream idea? Gonna send it to her. This'll work out just fine. Cake stream. Okay, all the messages are from there. It's not from there. Okay, what am I supposed to do? No viewers, waiting for people to join for 25 minutes. Okay, I have an idea. So, while I'm waiting for people to show up, because I've literally sent this to everyone that I could send. Oh, I have an idea. I'm gonna send it to specific people. Is anyone active now? Hi. I'm currently trying to send out the link to people for the cake stream. We are using a red velvet cake mix, as you know, velvet Valentine, red velvet. It always is. The stream is not false advertising. We do have a link. I'm currently trying to send this to everyone all of my friends who I see are active, so I can get more people on the stream. Yeah, that worked. If you want to just lurk on the stream, if you just want to lurk on the stream, that's fine. But yeah, we got the main queue. So the cake is in the oven for another 23 minutes. Hey, I just put the cake in the oven. The stream is not false advertising. We do in fact have a Miku. If you want to just stream lurk, it's fine. If you want to talk in the chat, it's fine. Really, I don't mind. Right now, the cake is 25 minutes left. So I'm probably going to do all that I know how to do in a situation like this. Yap about Sonic. This is the only way that I'll be able to somehow pass 23 minutes. Is usually I go on for hours about this. We just need 23 minutes while this cake bakes. So, how about there? Hi, welcome to the stream. I'm Velvet Valentine, and right now our red velvet cake mix is in the oven. I'm currently. If you want to just stream lurk, it's fine. If you want to talk, it's fine. I don't mind either way. Right now, the cake is going to be out in 22 minutes. So because of that, I'm going to do the only thing I know how to do to pass the time. Talk about one of my hyperfixations. What hyperfixation, you might ask? Well, Sonic the Hedgehog. So, there's this one Sonic game that's well known for being one of the worst. And that Sonic game is Sonic Boom: Rise of Lyric. Most people think that this game is just bad because, oh, it's bad. Hey, welcome to the stream. It's me, Velvet Valentine. And today we are making a red velvet cake. I've already made the cake and put it in the oven, and it's going to be in for exactly 22 more minutes. So because of that, in the meantime, I'm going to pass the time doing the only thing I know how to do to pass the time. Talk about one of my hyperfixations. And that hyperfixation is Sonic the Hedgehog. And 2 people left stream. That is a very icy purple mood to do. Oh, also, the person in the chat is my sister, Icy Purple. Check out her stuff. She's really cool. So, Sonic Boom: Rise of Lyric is very well known for being a very, very terrible game. And has anyone responded to me about my stream? All right, one person has responded about my stream. Okay, join if you want. All right, so Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric is the only thing I know how to talk about to pass the time, because the cake will be in the oven for the next 21 minutes. So, Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric is known as being one of the most infamous Sonic games ever created. Actually, it is the most infamous, considering it has the lowest sales, meaning that Sega basically went bankrupt making this shit. Now, there's a reason for that. Because Sega literally, oh, hi, welcome to the stream, it's Valentine, the cake is going to be in the oven for the next 20 minutes, so in the meantime, I'm going to be yapping about something. Okay, I should probably stop doing that if people are going to keep randomly joining and leaving. So, Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric. Now, there's a development studio that worked on games like Naughty Dog called Big Red Button. And this studio is very infamous for being the developers of the worst-selling Sonic game that's ever been created. Now, this wasn't their fault, because Sega made a last-minute deal with, get this, Nintendo, that their next 3 games have to be on the Wii U, which is a very infamous console, because it's a very, very bad console. So because of this, Sega was absolutely fucked, but they wanted to get the sweet, sweet Nintendo money, so they said yes. So because they said yes to this god-awful deal, yeah, I know all of the Sonic the Hedgehog lore, and I will say it in the next 19 minutes, and this fucking cake is gonna be made. So, they got royally fucked over by this deal, because then they put a time limit on them. Now, time limits for games are usually. This time limit, they only had 2 weeks left to finish the game at this point in development. And they said, oh, not only do you have your 2 weeks, but also you need to change the entire plot of the whole storyline. all because they needed to coincide with a French television show they made for the game very last minute. And hi, welcome to the stream. It's Velvet Valentine here, and we are making a red velvet cake that is currently... Okay, I will continue. So then, as everything seems like it couldn't get any worse, they say that they need to change multiple characters and entire dialogue because of Sega mandates, such as how Eggman and Tails are the only characters allowed to be inventors. So because there's only 2 characters that are allowed to be inventors, that doesn't really give you much room to explore, right? So because of that, Tails' uncle was supposed to be an inventor, so they had to scrap that entirely and change his entire character, meaning changing thousands of lines of dialogue because he was the main character. And then they had to change another entire character, again, because Sega just didn't like the design, so they had to redo the entire model entirely, and they had to cut out all the lore sections because, you know, they didn't have fucking time because they only had 2 weeks to work on this. I have spent hours researching this, so I know exactly what happened. So then, as things couldn't get any worse for the developers, they'd half of the development team quit on the spot. Not striked, no, quit the company, fucked off. So you can see this would be quite the dilemma for the half of developers left at this god-awful company. So then Sega needs to get their own employees, their own Sega employees, to go to this third-party studio to help work on this game. Because if they don't get them to work on this god-awful game, then they're gonna lose all this money if they just cancel it. So then the remaining workers get extremely discouraged because all the people who they knew working on the game are now just fucking Sega employees. The Sega employees don't know any of these people, meaning that they don't know the code, meaning that all these random people had to learn the code of a game they're not even supposed to be working on, all because of a last-minute decision by Sega because they need to get this game out. Keep in mind, the only reason that this game exists is because of a deal. And hi, it's Valentine. We're making a red velvet cake. It's going to be in the oven for the next 16 minutes. So in the meantime, I'm saying the lore of Sonic the Hedgehog. Okay. I'm starting to think that a lot of these random chat lurkers are a lot like my friends when I go on Sonic rants. So then, as everything seems to be lost, the game starts glitching because Sega decides they need to put the game on an entirely different framework 1 week before it's supposed to be posted because they need to get it on the Wii U, and the original engine only ran on PC. So they had to change the engine, causing thousands, not over-exaggerated, thousands of glitches were caused by just changing the main engine. Because CryEngine 3 doesn't run on Wii U. So for the first time, the only time the CryEngine 3 in history has ever been used on a Wii U was for this one game, because the developers felt so fucking bad for the developers at Sega and Big Red Button for having to deal with this impossible deed. So the one game from CryEngine 3 that has ever been on a Wii U is this one game. Hi, we're making a red velvet cake. Yeah, CryEngine mentioned. We're making a red velvet cake that's gonna be in the oven for the next 14 minutes. So in the meantime, I'm gonna be talking about Sonic the Hedgehog. And yes, CryEngine mentioned, CryEngine 3 desperately needed to team up with Sega in order to get this game through. Because if they didn't team up with Sega properly, then the game wouldn't run on Wii U and they would have to change the entire framework. But this is 3 weeks, this is like 1 week before the launch date. So that'd be impossible to change the main framework of the game. All this could have been avoided if they would have just tested to see if CryEngine even ran on PC, ran on Wii U first. But keep in mind, this is not the developer's fault considering they didn't even know it was going to be on Wii U until halfway through development. So they made this entire game for PC and large consoles only, and then had to downgrade the code to the Wii U, which most developers turned them down, saying it wasn't even possible. So after literally doing the impossible of porting this game, they got the most infamous glitch in Sonic history. What that is, you might ask? The developers have named it tax evasion. No, I'm not kidding. A Sonic the Hedgehog glitch is officially called tax evasion. Because Knuckles can infinitely jump higher and higher into the air, skipping hours of sections of the game, and this glitch has never been patched. So because of that, people were able to skip over the entire fucking game using tax evasion. So people were able to beat the game in like minutes by abusing tax evasion. And this sounds really bad out of context. Hello, we're making a red velvet cake, but the cake is going to be in the oven for the next 12 minutes. So in the meantime, I'm explaining the entire saga of Sonic Boom, Rise of Lyric, and how this game was not at fault because of the developers, but actually by Sega the entire time. So currently we're on a glitch called tax evasion with Knuckles the Echidna, where he can infinitely jump into the air and skip thousands of miles of sections of the game. This glitch can literally make you complete this 5-hour game in 10 minutes. It's been tested, and this glitch has never been patched. And it literally is named tax evasion by the developers. That's how bad they thought it was. They named an official Sonic the Hedgehog glitch tax evasion because of how infamous it is. So as if that wasn't already bad, there's multiple other glitches where you can skip huge parts of the game. And anyone who's ever speedrun, okay, I might have to send this to a couple more people because I think I'm starting to annoy people with this song. I have this, hold on, there's this one Sonic the Hedgehog guy that always self-advertises to me, so this could actually be a good idea. Plus, there's only 11 minutes left to this cake, anyways, before we test it. All right. Hello, Mr. Sonic the Hedgehog guy. Please check out my stream. You're the only one that's gonna be able to get this nightmare I've gotten myself into. Hold on. I think I might have found someone else that can get on. Streaming right now. All right, found someone else that might join the stream. Now I just need to get one more person. Her name is Hungry Pistachio, and she is the one chef that I know. And Hungry Pistachio shamed me for how badly I baked the cake last time that I didn't frost it properly. So I am now here to get Hungry Pistachio to be proud of me for being good at making a cake. Oh, and also Robin too, because this guy was at the original cake baking stream. I can't remember his username though, so we're just gonna have to set it to Chio for now. Okay, now join if you want. All right, 10 minutes on the counter. We got 4 people who might join the stream. So now, let's get to the climax of our story. So, the game releases, and it's an absolute clusterfuck. All the developers, this was in like 2016, all the developers get people harassing them and sending angry letters in the mail and online constantly. No one buys the game. There is huge protest to the redesigns and terrible storyline, considering that it was not outlined properly that this was a spin-off and not a main game, causing huge outcry throughout the fandom, as the fandom ripped this game to shreds. And then, as all seemed like it couldn't get any worse, of course we gotta talk about Chris fucking Chan. You can't have a Sonic discussion without Chris fucking Chan. He decided to steal copies of this game and paint Sonic's arms tan because he didn't like that they weren't tan in the original game, and stole the original copies of the game and replaced them with the tan arms ones. Got caught and put in jail because he tried to steal the original copies and replace them with ones with tan arms. Hi, welcome to the stream. We're currently talking about Sonic while this thing bakes for the next 8 minutes. So now that I've gone over the aftermath of the game, let's see what the developer... And we're at 2 people again. Is Lucy... Come on, Lucy, please. You don't got anything to do right now, right? You could at least join stream for a minute. Okay, I'm gonna desperately send this person who I've never talked to my stream. Okay, so now, the aftermath of this game. The aftermath of this game was absolutely brutal, as you can tell, especially after the Tan Arms incident. And the credibility of the developers had officially gone all the way, nosedive, down the drain, absolutely fucked, ruined. And Sega decided, you know what? Since this right here is our worst selling game, let's blame it on the small studio we exploited. So they did. Okay, someone's gonna join stream later. Thank you. So they did. They blamed the whole thing on the small team of developers they exploited. Because of course they did. Because who else do you blame than the small group of developers who you exploited to make the failure? Even though you were the one who made all the earth-shattering decisions that ruined the game in the first place, you blame the small group of developers that didn't know any better. So yeah, that's unfortunately where our story ends. The worst-selling Sonic game ever created, that they blamed on a small team of developers just trying to make it somewhere, will forever have this stained on their reputation. The story does have an upside, though, as the creators do have a promising future in creating VR games, and genuinely do have a chance of coming back from this as actual AAA developers. Until they get popular from those VR games, though, Sonic fans especially, will forever remember them as the team that got fucked over and exploited by Sega and Nintendo. And 5 minutes left. Now time to desperately beg someone to get on stream. Hi, we currently have 5 minutes left on the kick. Time to desperately beg Hive Mind on stream. Hive Mind's not gonna get on stream. Hive Mind's not gonna get on stream. Okay. What other Sonic disasters can I talk about for the next 5 minutes? Because I don't think Hive's gonna pull up to the function. So because Hive Mind is not gonna pull up to the function because he's doing whatever he's doing right now, oh, better idea, Ninja. Hi, welcome to the stream. We only have 4 minutes left for the cake baking. As soon as the 4 minutes are up, we'll take the cake out of the oven, use this toothpick to test to see if it's baked fully, and then after we test the cake to see if it's baked fully, and has Hive Mind join the stream? No, he's not. And after we use this toothpick to check to see if the cake has been baked properly, we'll then cover it with icing, and do a good job at decorating it like the responsible people we are, and not as badly decorated as last time. And then we'll try the cake and see if it lives up to the Valentine standard. Now let's look around to see what the hell we can put on this cake. I don't think I can do that. Can't put that on the cake. It's gotta be something I put on the cake. I'm using my computer. Come on, there's gotta be something I can put on the cake. Do you have that stupid cotton candy sugar that poisoned me last time? I mean, I don't want to get poisoned again, but if the pot demands it. Yeah, the plot doesn't demand it. I can't find that anywhere. Okay. Yeah, that cotton candy sugar isn't anywhere, which is a good thing considering the last time I baked the cotton candy sugar into the cake, it felt extremely ill. So it's actually a good thing that I can't find it anywhere. I've already attempted to make this cake 2 times, but this time is going to be the lucky one. And there's 2 minutes left to our time. But yeah, I'm using like this random RTX laptop that I got like 2 years ago for this. This is where we have our timer. So now we have this thing of frosting, which I might have already eaten a tiny bit of it before this, but I didn't double dip the thing. I just took like a scoop of it to test to see if it was good frosting. So we will be using this. And also the sprinkles on top, because once again, I can't find any of the other baking stuff. I did not plan this in advance, but I think I might be able to find something to put on the cake here. And hold on. some powdered sugar on the cake to make it fancier than it is. Alright, warm the center, on, off, if. Okay, 1 minute left, and is there anything else I can put on the cake? I also just recently moved, so I don't know where things are. I moved to Orlando recently, so evident. That's a fucking, why is there a fucking fondue maker in there? Why is there a fondue maker in this fucking house? Okay, now, we have 46 seconds left. That's enough. Now, where did I put the gloves? I put them over there. So now, we will place the cakes out of the oven. The moment of truth. They look kind of bad, but it'll be fine. One cake. We're doing a weird thing in the middle. Alright, turn the oven off. Unrelated for the corset. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I got it at Hot Topic. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. We just got the cakes out of the oven. They have a weird thing in the center. I'm not sure if that's normal, but it's probably fine. So now we need to take the cake out of the thing. And I don't even know if Hive is going to join the stream or not. Thank you. Yeah, Hive isn't going to join the stream. Please. All right, Hive Mind is not. My friend Hive is not going to join the stream. Is not going to be joining us today. Oh, okay. So now. Hello, welcome to the stream. My name is Velvet Valentine, and today we are making this red velvet cake. And as you can see, we have both of our pans out now. So now what we're going to do is use these gloves and take the red. I think we should probably test to see if it's fully cooked first. I mean, it doesn't look watery. Let's do multiple. Okay, that's cooked. And that's cooked. We're good. Okay, so the cakes are actually cooked. So now we knife around the cake to make sure it doesn't stick to the pan when we try to flip this up. Velvet cake is so good. Oh, it's my absolute favorite. My username is also semi-based off of it because I thought of Velvet Valentine, and you know, I love red velvet. So my username is kind of based off of this cake, actually. So Velvet Valentine, velvet cake. Also, the description of this video gives some lore. Okay, now let's attempt to get the cake out of the thing. I just realized I didn't do the sides. Oh no, I didn't butter the sides. Oh no. Okay. Not as bad as I thought it would be. Not as bad as I thought it would be. Actually, it is as bad as I thought it would be. Icy was right. Oh god. We're fine. We're fine. Icy purple, if you can hear me. Oh yeah, I do. Okay, the cake is cooked. It's just everywhere. Oh no. Okay, cake 2, please. I legitimately don't know if these cakes are gonna survive. please. Okay, new plan. These cakes are kind of fucked. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the icing to fix the cake. And it's going to look like my stupidity never happened, all right? This mush, it never occurred. It's all a pigmentation of our imagination. Time to fix a cake. Undercooked. Oh, it's not undercooked. I just forgot to butter the sides of the cake and it fell apart. I did cook it though. I just forgot to butter the side. Hello, welcome to my nightmare. Today we're trying to cook a cake. I forgot to fucking bake it up. You were supposed to cool before you took them. Look, we've already fucked this up. You might as well deal with the damages. The past is in the past. So, yeah, let's get another knife. Oh, you know what? This is not my worst. My first one was my worst. The second one, this one isn't as bad. It's not as good as the first one, but it's not as bad. It's not as good as the second one, but it's not as bad as the first one. You know? So let me. Oh God. Okay, I have a plan. I have a plan. We're just gonna fix this. Yeah, we're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix it. This is gonna be fine. Icy is not going to laugh at me later. They're not going to be laughing at me when I wake up. This is going to be entirely, this looks like a very, very normal cake, right? This is a very normal cake. Oh no. This is all just a bunch of red velvet mush. This is the worst cake ever. This is the worst cake ever. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna try and salvage this shit, but oh God. This is a crumbled up nightmare. This should be a modern art piece. This should be a modern art fucking piece. Okay, I think I know how to fix it. First, we need to line everything up to look like a red velvet thing. Yeah, let's put in a file. Like so. And one of the viewers left because they couldn't take this horrific mess anymore. Okay. So now, we wash off the red velvety remains. And now, we do plan B. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Help. This is the worst cake I have ever seen in my entire life on this planet Earth. But you know what? We're going to fix it by calling one of my baker friends. Join if you want. What Ninji. Ninji, I'm sorry. Struggling right now. This is the worst cake ever in all of existence. This is so bad. This is so bad. Okay, Icy is fucking sleeping. When Icy wakes up, they gotta see this. They gotta see this. This probably is delicious, by the way. It looks bad, but it's going to be delicious, I swear. Hi, if you're Ninji, This is why I'm struggling. Ninja, I'm sorry. Ninja, this is the worst cake. What am I supposed to? Thank you, Ninja. Okay, so the cake fell apart very badly. But you know what? We're going to fix it. We are definitely going to fix it. And I have a plan. I just need to see if I can get one of my friends to help me with this plan. Okay. Who's good at cake baking? Does anyone know anyone who can help me with cake baking? Robro usually has answers. Hey, I'm doing a cake stream. This is a bad cake. Okay. Robro, please. Robro, please. This is the Wolfgang crash. This is literally the fucking Lola crash out in live time. This is the Lola crash out in live time. Please. Okay. This cake is a disaster. This is just funny at this point. Just putting fucking Hive server, this cake is a disaster. Okay, let's see if we can, you know what? This cake is a message. This is what society looks like right now. The crumbles represent, the rifts in society. Making a cake is like riding a bike. I'm getting advice from Fireboy. Making cake is like riding a bike. Usually it only gets easier. Thank you, Fire God. Okay, I've gotten wisdom from Mr. Fireboy. And Mr. Fireboy told me that baking a cake is like riding a bike. Usually it only gets easier. Thank you, Fireboy, for your extremely important wisdom. Have a great night. Now, is there anyone else I can contact? Chalk, I'm doing a cake stream. Chalk, I'm doing a cake stream. This cake is so bad. I don't think I'll even get a response from her because it's late as fuck, but I can try. So now, what we will do with this cake is we will try to decorate it so it doesn't look as nice. Is anyone in the chat watching this meltdown? If so, I'm sorry. Let me see if I can. You know what? Yeah, this looks okay. Looks slightly better. This is a complex philosophical cake. Oh fuck, it's so bad. Oh fuck, it's so bad. Okay. We have now created our philosophical piece. And my computer is about to die, so we have here our philosophical piece on life, and whoever joined the stream, I'm sorry. Whoever joined the stream, I'm sorry. This is the worst cake anyone has ever seen. I tried to put fucking powdered sugar on it to make it look fancy, but in reality, this is just a bad fucking cake. Hold up. Am I gonna be? If I don't think Icy is sleeping. If Icy, if you're there, Icy, if you're there, I'm sorry. Okay, now the piece de resistance. We gotta You gotta put this cake in a container so we can easily put it in the fridge. It's supposed to be a cake container. Okay, we're probably gonna put this thing in the fridge like that. If I just put everything over there, yeah, it fits in the fridge now. Okay, now that it fits in the fridge. Oh, yes! This is a nightmare. This is a nightmare. This is what hell looks like. This is what hell looks like. Okay, that's. You know what? It looks bad, but it tastes delicious. So here we have it, folks. It's a terrible cake that tastes delicious. Please don't put that in the refrigerator plate or something. Here's the thing. How am I supposed to put... I can't put it in the refrigerator. How am I supposed to eat this thing now? No way, I'm gonna plate it. Thank you for watching my crash out of eternal nightmare. And those dishes are dirty, so I need to find another plate. As you can see, this is the best cake of all time. This is the best cake of all time. No, let's put the sprinkles on, why not? I'm gonna explain it. It looks terrible, but it tastes amazing. And that way I can put it in the fridge. So let me just, oh god, this is so bad. This is so unbelievably horrible. Okay, I'm gonna try and explain this. It tastes amazing. It just looks horrible. Not undercooked. Not undercooked. Just forgot to butter the sides of the pan. Cooked it for longer than recommended. Alright, let me just I'll put it in the fridge and clean everything myself. Don't worry about it. Alright, and that concludes the stream. We have here the oh. What? It's tasty. It's tasty and not undercooked. Just looks bad. It's tasty and not undercooked, just looks bad. Please. I'm currently explaining why I should keep this monstrosity. Alright, I'm going to end stream here and cut my losses. Icy will wake up in the morning, and this is what they will be greeted for. Everyone take a moment of silence for Icy Purple's sanity as soon as they see this cake. Okay, that's enough silence. See ya.